Joanna Wise, the Marketing and Communications Director at Care and Share Food Bank, and I'm so excited to be able to show you around our distribution center. This is our main location in Colorado Springs. We also have another location in Pueblo as well, and this is where really all of the action happens to be able to get food out to our neighbors in need. So, come along and I will take you through. We like to call this area the front pocket. This is where we usually love to be able to set up, where our volunteers will come in. We have a lot of produce and shelf-stable items that we will sort through here at our distribution center, and we would not be able to do that with our volunteers. We call them the heart of our organization. Nearly 3,500 volunteers come through our doors every single year to be able to help us sort and pack food that then goes back out into the community. So you can see here today, it looks like we have a couple of pallets of corn that our volunteers will be going through. So when people think about Care and Share Food Bank, they know that we get food out to the community, but there's so much that goes into that. We bring millions of pounds of food into our building here in Colorado Springs and in Pueblo, and we're able to get that from big grocery stores and retailers, national and local farmers, and also those big food brands like General Mills, Quaker Oats, Coca-Cola. We get donated food from them, and then we also purchase food on our own. So I'll walk you over to the main part of our distribution center, and whenever we bring people in here for tours, they are always overwhelmed to see how large it is and really how high up our racks go as well. So we've been in this building here, we built it from ground up about 12 years ago, and during that process we really wanted to make sure that we could build and store food upward, so that way we can hold more food in our distribution center and it would take less time for us to be able to get it out. So we have a lot of racks here. We have some specialized forklifts that you'll usually see moving around our distribution center that will go all the way up to the very top rack for us to be able to bring these totes down. So when we bring all of the food in here and we sort through it, the main and most efficient way we're able to get it back out to our neighbors in need is through collaboration. We work with more than 270 partner agencies, what we call them, throughout Southern Colorado. So you can think of those as other local charities and organizations in our community, local food pantries, soup kitchens, shelters, community centers like the YMCA and the Boys and Girls Club. And then we also work with a lot of schools in our community as well. We'll either get them food bags that they can give out to kids, or some of them even have food pantries that have been established inside their locations. So our local partners, they can come here, they can order their food and pick it up themselves. It's kind of like King Soopers click list, where they'll go on our website. They can see everything we have available in our distribution center, and then they can put together their shopping list of what they would like to take back to their location. If they come here to pick it up, we're able to have some of our volunteers and our team members pick that order. They put it together on a pallet, and it makes it easy for them to bring it back. But we also have partners that aren't too close to our main locations. They could be located all the way near the Four Corners. Maybe they're located near the Kansas border. And so we will deliver that food to them. So we have a fleet of drivers who will actually travel every single day across Southern Colorado. And together our trucks will travel nearly 250,000 miles every single year. So I'll walk you through. I think maybe around this time we should have some volunteers who are in here today. If you're ever interested in volunteering, we are always in need of support, especially right now. So I'll take you into our repack room. This is where we really call our volunteer hub. So when we have donated food that comes in from the community or from grocery stores, we will bring that food in here. We always want to make sure that we're checking the food. It hasn't been damaged, it hasn't been open, it definitely hasn't been recalled, because we don't want to send any of that back out into the community. So when our volunteers come in, they can sign up online at careandshare.org. We then have them check in here so that way we can keep track of volunteer hours. And then our volunteer coordinators will really walk them through what to look for and how to sort through food. All of these box items and shelf-stable items we pack them into food boxes, and those food boxes will have a variety of different items in them that we can then send to our partner food pantries, and they can unload them onto the shelves. At Care and Share, we believe no one should go hungry. Our purpose is to bridge the gap between hunger and abundance. So we know that there is so much food across the country and here in southern Colorado that goes to waste. It's food that goes directly to the landfill, but it's perfectly good food that we can step in and get to our neighbors in need. At the end of the day, we know that there are people here in southern Colorado who don't have enough food every single day to be able to thrive. And that's not okay, because we believe that food comes first and then it allows you to do everything else after that. Care and Share was founded in 1972 by Sister Dominique Pichata. She grew up in Pueblo and then eventually made her way up to Colorado Springs. She saw the issue of hunger in our community and knew that it just wasn't okay. So in true grassroots style, she was able to get community members together and they started packing food baskets. And over time, as they started packing those food baskets, they would distribute them across different communities. Over the years, we've really been able to grow into what we are today as a food bank. And last year, we distributed more than 25 million pounds of food across 31 counties. For us, with hunger, we really narrow it down to what we call food insecurity. And if you are food insecure, that means that you are not getting enough nutritious food every single day to really be able to thrive. So we take a close look at not only the amount of food that we're giving out and the type of food that we're giving out, but how much food is a neighbor getting if they're going to a food pantry? And is it the type of food that they would be able to share with their family as well? Because that's really important to us. We have a variety of programs that go beyond our direct distribution. So the main and most efficient way that we get food out is by working with our partners. We get food to them and then they really know how to serve their communities the best. But we also know that there are some areas across southern Colorado where we might not have a local food pantry to be able to work with, but there's still a really great need. And so that's where we'll be able to bring in some of our programs, like our new mobile market program that we created during the pandemic. This mobile market is a beverage truck on wheels where we were able to lift up the side doors. We have shelves of produce, bread, dairy, shelf-stable items already displayed on those shelves, and then people can go up to that market and they choose the food that they want to be able to take home. We also have programs that specifically target kids and how we can reach them and their families. Send Hunger Packing is one of our most well-known programs, and that is where we will partner with schools, administrators, and teachers. They come here to pick up food bags and then they can discreetly give them to kids at the end of the school week to be able to share with their families over the weekend. If anyone is in need of our services, you're able to go to our website, careandshare.org. We have a really great tool called our Find Food tool. Once when you click on that, all you have to do is put in your address or your zip code wherever you're located. From there on, all of our partners that are within your community or your neighborhood will pop up so you can see when their distribution times are, any details that are related to the types of food that they distribute, as well as their contact information. But you can also always call us as well, and we'll really be able to walk you through how you can get food and when you would be able to get it. Volunteers mean so much to us, and you could see how much work that they do on every single day to make it possible for us to get food back out into the community. Unfortunately, during the pandemic, we did see a dip in our volunteer group, and we're really trying to build back up. So if anyone is interested in volunteering as an individual, as a family where kids as young as 9 can come in with you to be able to volunteer, or even as a corporate group, you can get all of that information on our website, careandshare.org. There's a volunteer page and it will show you every single shift we have open, as well as the different types of jobs that you can select as well. We have a really exciting event coming up called Take a Turkey to Work Day. It is our most cherished event of the year, and it's all about really bringing families together to be able to celebrate Thanksgiving with the centerpiece, a turkey. And so Take a Turkey to Work Day is coming up on Friday, November 19th. We are going to be out at several King Soopers locations outside of their doors collecting frozen turkeys all day long from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And we really encourage, if you can, donate a frozen turkey or two. If you can't make it in person, you can donate online at careandshare.org/turkey. For $15, we can provide a turkey to a family in need. There are so many possibilities for Care and Share, and right now we are really looking at how can we make sure that everyone across Southern Colorado, the 31 counties we serve, has access to food. That's not only in the larger cities or larger counties like here in El Paso County, but also taking a close look at the rural counties we serve and making sure that no one has to worry about where their next meal is coming from. One of the things we're really proud about is we have a SNAP program here at Care and Share, and we believe that SNAP is the greatest tool that we have to be able to fight hunger. For every meal that we're able to provide here through Care and Share Food Bank, SNAP can provide even more meals. And so we have a couple of people on the team, as well as several volunteers who work with them, who work directly with our neighbors to provide access to helping them out with going through the application of applying for SNAP benefits, and so we are really proud of that. We are always incredibly grateful for our community. Throughout the pandemic, we saw how so many community members stepped up to really make our work possible, and for us to be able to rise up when our neighbors needed it the most over the past year and a half. We have faced a lot of challenges, and most currently our biggest challenge is the big increase in cost of food, but we always know at the end of the day that we can rely on our community.